Good morning, SOS community. I don't know about you guys, but it's Monday, 1 a.m. for me right now. And we're still working. We're still like the week is already here. So we got to go with the developments. Now, I just want to hop in this video and just get you guys up to speed of what's going on and what's going to happen in the next few days because I want to actually do this a little bit more, like show you on the back end how this happen, like what is the progress of different stuff. And of course, take a chance to answer all your questions. As mentioned, today is Monday and it is 1 a.m. on Monday. Most of you guys, of course, are most of you guys still on Sunday, I would say, if you are in America, for example, but here in Asia, you know that we are based in Vietnam, it is Monday already. Anyways, staking, that's gonna be the whole topic right now with SOS Labs. And I'm gonna talk a little bit more of what's coming and what's gonna happen in the next few days and few months so you guys stay up to date. But let's focus on the staking. Now, we just revealed like a sneak peek of how the staking app is gonna look like. We are still on the final testing to ensure that everything is working properly, and that's gonna be launching on March 1st. Staking is actually featuring 7 pools, which is, we are gonna be featuring log pools up to a year log pool. We actually have 2 whales pools. We have dual token, dual rewards, and of course, a single reward pool as well for SOSS and SOS. So, I mean, there is something for everyone. If you don't want to load your tokens, you can just stake in the pools with no staking times. If you actually want to stay for the long term and load your tokens up to a year and get the highest APY, you actually can do that as well. And of course, if you have a certain amount of SOS, a big amount of SOS, you can join a Whales pools, which is going to grant you access to, of course, the highest APY. It's gonna grant you access to the SOS Labs Whales Telegram group where we're gonna be doing private AMAs, live testing. We're gonna have give you the Whales early access to different features, to the upcoming Launchpad, to the DEX V2. We're gonna have our own thing going on to ensure that the whales, those who are investing a lot of money on the project, I will protect them. Of course, they are incentivized to hold the token for the long term. That's gonna be the idea. Next, as mentioned, that's going to be launching on March 1st. Make sure to save that on your calendar. And of course, we're going to be giving the exact date, and it's going to be launching on 2 chains, Ethereum and BNB chain, because SOS token is already launched on those 2 chains, as you already know. Now, next is going to be, once that is finished, we actually move it with the Launchpad. The Launchpad, I cannot stress enough how big of a deal it's gonna be for SOS Labs and how big of a deal it's gonna be for you guys, the SOS and the SOS holders, since it's gonna allow us to start giving back revenue to our holders just by being participants, just by being a holder, of course. 20% of the revenue, 10 to 20% of the revenue is gonna be going back to you guys as well for supporting. Actually, it's gonna be the first launch by bringing new features we still cannot talk about, but it's gonna be quite interesting. Of course, it's still early. It's gonna take a few months until the first beta version, which is gonna be accessible for the whales, of course, before we actually goes to the public testing. And that launchpad is gonna be amazing. It's gonna actually bring the best of both worlds from the centralized launchpads and from the centralized launchpad as well. We are gonna be changing the way of crowdfunding, how crowdfunding actually happens on DeFi and Web3, which we're actually quite excited about it. And of course, as mentioned, Launchpad is a topic that is actually quite trendy right now. A lot of native token for Launchpad actually doing quite well. So this is something to look at, because once the Launchpad is already live, which is going to be launching on multiple chains, we're actually moving with the DEX V2, which you guys already know. But well, let's talk a little bit more about SOS. We already hit 1,000 holders, near 1,000 holders in both chains, but of course there is a lot of traders on the centralized side, trading on BitMart at the moment. And the token is quite stable. Of course, yesterday we saw some sell pressure from some whales, but it is what it is. Some people buy and say, we are not worried about that. We're here for the long term, but we are building at $1 billion ecosystem. So it's going to be a matter of time. And this is why it's so important that we launch the staking, because the staking is going to allow us to actually give you another reason to hold your tokens while we are developing, while we're growing, while we're actually ensuring that SOS is going strong. You got a way to actually capitalize on your holdings and just not worry about when can you sell to make some money. You actually can start making money right away. Because remember, one of the rewards you're going to be getting by being a staker is going to be SOSS, which when you are making, let's say, a 5 to 10% APY on SOSS, you're going to be getting those SOSS, which you can claim anytime and put them to work, because SOSS is going to give you another 10% in USDT and USDC as well. Plus, the Whales Pools is going to allow you to actually earn both the native token, which is gonna be SOS, and it's gonna allow you guys to earn SOS as well. So it's gonna be the best of both worlds. You're actually gonna be getting exposure to both currencies in just one pool, which is why everyone is so excited about it, right? So the ecosystem is growing. We actually have, as mentioned, over 17,500 users. When we talk about volume, we are having around $100,000 volume in the SOS DEX. We are having around $200,000 volume in the SOS token across centralized and decentralized pools, of course. And overall, we are doing quite well. We are not hoping for this massive spike on the chart because for that we got to do different moves. We got to list multiple centralized changes which they are ready, but we are waiting for the right time. This is not the right time because of course before we do that we actually got to ensure that there is incentive for those who actually hold the token, and the ecosystem got to be ready before we make that step. So that's why it's gonna be like a smart move. We just don't want to rush that out. And most of you guys, most of the whales, and of course most of the holders understand this, but some people actually want the rush pace, and we understand that is something for everyone. But me, I just want to hop in this video and let you guys know that a lot is going on. The staking is launching on my first, the Launchpad is ongoing, development of our own exclusive SOS Labs AI bot actually on the development as well, which is something new. And we are launching a bunch of incentive programs. We are launching an ambassador program as well in the next few days. We are launching multiple things that's going to ensure that SOS keeps growing all the time. And don't worry about it. Just give me a year, 1 or 2 years, and SOS Labs and the team, which is around 30 in total when it comes to developments, front end, back end, the board of directors, for example, when it comes to the CMs, everyone that is involved making sure that SOS Lab is running is around 30 people already. So we're actually growing all the time. So this is gonna be an exciting ride, and as mentioned, if you hold the tokens, if you stake your tokens, you're gonna be in a well position eventually because some companies they can take a time to actually get that spike that you're looking for on the token side, which is not a priority anyways, and you guys are gonna be on massive gains eventually, as I mentioned. But that's not what I like to talk about. I like to talk about growth. What are we doing to ensure that your tokens are actually valued by the best ecosystem? Now, another thing that we are doing, which I'm gonna be going on another video about this later, is gonna be looking at the UI and how we can make looking at different UI, the different designs that we can go for to ensure that the UI becomes a little bit easier, becomes a little bit simpler, and we actually can bring you guys the best trading platform that there can be, even though the SOS DEX V2 still have no launch. So we actually are going to be updating the asset space. We're going to be bringing a lot of new features to ensure that the asset space is going to be more robust. We actually got to wait for that. And we are going to be updating the DEX. And of course, we are looking at different UIs, which we're going to be implementing in the SOS DEX as well throughout the year to ensure that you guys have the best the best platform possible to trade. Remember that we don't have any fees on the platforms. It's going to be completely free for you guys to trade any tokens on Ethereum on BNB chain. And of course, if you are farming the SOS drop, actually the leaderboard is crazy. Some top 5 holders, top 5 traders, or top 5 users of the SOS Labs drop SOS Labs.io. Already they have like 15 million points. Remember that the more points, the more resources you're gonna be getting. So I would say the ecosystem is running quite well. You guys gotta chill out. Some of you guys that are worried about the ecosystem, we are in a really good pace. We are developing, we are growing when it comes to team size, we are growing when it comes to expertise, we are growing when it comes to utilities, features to the ecosystem, and we are growing when it comes to numbers. That's the most important thing. And I'm not talking about market cap. That's not what we care about right now. So anyways, that's just want to be a quick update. I'm going to try to do this more often so you guys, as mentioned, stay up to date all the time. So I'm going to be sharing these videos on YouTube. Make sure to always turn notifications on to see that information. I am the founder. I'm the CEO of SOS Labs, but I stay all day in this office. So why not make more videos so you guys stay up to date with the process? I'm going to be doing some blogs so to take you guys to the main office, to our headquarters. I'm going to be presenting to the team. Let's do actually something fun to ensure that you guys, as mentioned, you are a family instead of a holders. You are also part of the ecosystem. You are supporting the product when it comes to volume, when it comes to trading, when it comes to holding, when you invest in an ICO. You have been supporting us since the beginning, so we're actually always going to have your back when it comes to anything that we do. You're going to be the first one to know that for sure. So yeah, that's going to be it, and I'm going to be getting you guys bored. Let's have a killing week. It's going to be an amazing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We actually got so much to do in the next few days. Get excited for March 1st because we actually got some amazing news, and of course the staking is going to be launching. You guys are going to be able to start earning that sweet passive income along the way in your journey to $1 billion market cap. Remember that our target is going to be eventually be a $1 billion company, and nothing is going to stop us from that. Of course, it's going to be a long-term journey. It's going to be a long-term process. We're still having some bumps and rides along the way because, of course, the liquidity is not that deep. We are not at that liquid project just yet because it's still on accumulation phase and still some whales which investing in ICOs still got a lot of tokens. So we gotta go through those pumpy rides, and eventually you guys are gonna be on the profit perspective. So just be patient. That's gonna be it. I'm gonna see you guys later. As mentioned, let's just have a killer week. I hope this information was like how to say it was good for you if you actually want to learn a bit more about SOS Labs. I'm not a YouTuber, so I'm sorry that I'm not the most professional one. Just hopping out here, talking about the project, and let you guys know that everything is going well, that we are developing, we're working, and of course, that things are going well. So make sure to stay updated with the project and keep on supporting SOS Labs. Stay safe, and I'm gonna see you guys later, wherever you are. Yeah.